Well, second patches deck in a row after the uh, Paladin patches deck, which went 12, and this one of the losses was probably unavoidable, and one I feel like I threw that game because I got distracted and didn't even pay attention to betrayal positioning, which is something I normally try to play around. Um, but so far, fun to play, and this one actually is a proper patches deck. There is, I think, 4 pirates, including patches. There's Swashbuckler, there's maybe 3. Uh, Naga Corsair and possibly and a Bloodsail Raider. There's also questing with a very light deck, as you can see, ton of 1 drops, decent amount of 2 drops. So on the coin in particular, questing I feel is a keep in this deck for mulligan purposes. So yeah, um, kind of happy with it going 10 already, but would like to try to win the last 2. Would be cool to go back to back 12 wins with patches decks. In the course of those 12 games, I think I forgot to attack with patches at least twice, because it's not an interaction you expect in Arena very much. But uh, now that I'm recording this, I'm really hoping not to do this. Yeah, and Plague Scientist, I think, is a very decent card. I don't know if that is a correct assessment. Sun Fury is not a keep. Plague Scientist is not a keep in a starting hand. It's an excellent late game tool. Betrayal is probably also not a keep. I want early drops. And Venom is good. And Venom is a decent pickup, because now we can play Zealous into Weapon, into Envenom. One game was single-handedly won for me by Bone Drake, because Priest kind of scammazed me from 2 health by playing. Okay, this improves our situation, obviously. Doesn't die to the hero power. Priest played Spirit Lash into Koi and Drake against me, cleared my board, and started emoting at me. And one of the things that died on the board was Bone Drake, and it gave me, obviously, it gave me Deathwing, because what else could it give me? That was a very pleasant interaction. So far, so good here. And Venom on 3. Looks like he's going to play something hefty. Yeah, that's obviously a very good coin 3 for him, but we do have an answer. Mimic Pot is probably not playable right now. I would prefer to play something more. Yeah, questing is excellent here. I like questing. And I think I'll go with Velas, because we do have some elemental synergy in this deck, and I want to keep the flame for when we potentially draw the Stone Shaper. Okay. Rump doesn't scare me such a great deal. I feel like here we probably want to grow the questing as much as possible, so we'll start by drawing. 2 Plague Scientists are better than 1. I think I'll play the Flame just once again to keep it out of range of Swipe, for instance. just an additional source of damage. Yeah, Starfire was always going to kill it, but so he, I guess, was ramping towards that. I can understand that. Probably just Bone Drake here. I mean, Coin Squid Face is a possible line, but I think Bone Drake presents the largest threat. We need to try and win the game before turn 10, obviously. This is a 10-win druid. You have to assume there's at least one infestation in the deck and possibly more. So we need to try and kill him until the game actually reaches turn 10. Yeah, this is why we needed the, oh damn, Drew Patches. And we can't do the absolute, the absolute best turn in the world would be if we had 8 mana, but that doesn't seem to work. So we're definitely comboing something with the Plague Scientist. I guess I'm playing Squid Face and the Plague Scientist, and I keep the rest in reserve. Now the big question is, do we trade or not? But I think pushing 8 face is more important. I don't want to trade yet. Once again, I think we need to be occupied with killing him. If he's been tracking correctly, he knows that we... Okay. That backfired kind of badly. But yeah, Deathwing off of Bone Drake seems to be the norm these days. So we can clear and develop the Naga Corsair. I guess that's a full clear, right? He's kept one hand off of Mulligan. You have to assume it's probably UI. No, that actually is the Mulligan card. And that's excellent for us because we can deal with this board very easily. And I guess I'll play this. We get kind of wrecked by Starfall, but not that wrecked. And there it is, yeah. To be expected. To be expected, obviously. I don't think we play the Deathwing yet. I think we bomb squad, go full face, redagger, and make something else poisonous because I want to try and win this game without using Deathwing here. And if he somehow manages to clear this board, which is not that easy, I guess Starfall into Swipe or some shit like that, but Then we can finally Deathwing. But I want him to commit to the board first. That's armor. Yeah, once again, I think we can wait with the Deathwing here. I want him to play some of his larger resources onto the board, and then we can play the daddy. That's the plan at least. Yeah, like that. If he actually has a way to deal with this, like we lose to Naturalize, obviously. Not gonna beat UI into Naturalize here, but otherwise we might be okay. If Deathwing dies, we're dead, obviously. Nothing we can do. The deck doesn't really contain any more late game. Alrighty then. Don't really want to play the same guy, actually. I think this deck, if it draws even better, I think it beats us. It would have beaten us even here, and it looked like we were completely dominating the game, but UI is just so much. So that guy was called these two words in front generally suggest it's someone from Russia, but some kind of Lenuchin or Lenisin or something. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Okay, so what are we playing around here? We should pay attention to Defile turns, I guess. We should pay attention to, well, Blood River Gul'dan, obviously, but if that happens, that happens. Coin Dagger into 3/3, into this, maybe even. Feels like a bit of a weird full kip, but I don't mind it. Sadly, Tuskar in this deck is almost always a vanilla 2/3. This also kind of, hints at maybe Deadly. Although, do we play like this when we have Deadly in hand? Probably not, but who knows what he thinks. Oh my god! Okay, this had to happen, right? After the speech I made, this obviously had to happen. Yeah, that's hugely embarrassing. If we end up one short, I will never forgive myself. I don't think we give him free taps, though. I think we stick with the curve. Free taps are way too valuable. Keep on forgetting I have him in the deck. But I mean, we are out-tempoing him very, very... Whoa! Seriously? That's an 11-win Warlock? Renounce Darkness. Renounce Darkness at 11 wins. Played on turn 4. Now I feel like I've seen enough. Like I've seen everything. We're probably envenoming here, which means we're probably playing the Pine size to make our turn a bit lighter. But Pine, okay, he can't really have Defile anymore, right? We don't play around Defile, we start playing around Swipe and things of that nature. Okay. Lich King, Drake. Drake is not even that crippling with the Envenomed weapon equipped. And a Moonfire. Yeah. That is kind of annoying. I think we just do this. Go face. Still extremely embarrassed about the Patches mishap. I said I've done this before, and to do this at 11 wins is stunningly bad. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. That's more than a little annoying, actually. I guess we redagger. Because we're playing shitters anyway, we have enough. I'm never quite sure what to put the spell power on, but in our deck there's not a single Abyss. There's no... I mean, I'm not even sure it works with Betrayal. So it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, this is fine. I'm still slightly annoyed we're not getting like any Betrayal targets. So we can kill it with face and the 4/4 and go 5 face. If we bump in with the ones who do this, it goes to 3. Maybe this is better. And then 4/4 leaves. Allow us to push for more face damage. Doesn't kill too much of our stuff. Okay, that should be GG, right? Yeah, this has to be GG. Yeah, that's good memes right there. Back-to-back patches 12s. Not what I expected, to be honest. But I did mention it on Twitter, so it is a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy right there. A lot poorer in terms of gold, though, compared to the Paladin run. That was like 420, and this is, yeah, 260, a lot poorer. But I'll obviously still take it. Let's open the old deck. I like Kodo. Kodo is one of my favorite cards. Anyway, that's it. All of this probably will be published once I get home, because I tried uploading the previous video yesterday and it just wouldn't go. Something weird is happening with the connection here, but I'll probably post a screenshot. Thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.